because it didn't take long for news to make rounds, and it all allegedly led to an altercation. According to TMZ,
you already know
Meek
Mill got
Mustang
the Twitter
convertible
fingers.
drove past the Fontainebleau Miami Beach Hotel and fired shots at a white Mercedes-Benz that is somehow
What's good? Dark Knight Gang in this thing. Gang. Today I'm about to do a video titled Craziest Rapper Fights YG, Nipsey DaBaby NBA Youngboy, etc. etc. If you have requested it, don't you not. Gotcha. Listen, it's Friday. Everybody have a good day. Have a great day. Continue after all your goals and dreams. You already know what's up, bro. We only got one life to live, so live that bitch up. Listen, I've been working out like a lot. I've been working out like 4 to 5 days per week, but I need to get my diet under control. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I haven't been eating too healthy, but my shoulders, ooh, do you see these arms? Oh my God, boy, I'm about to get all the bitches. First off, I already get hella bitches, but I'm about to get all of them, cuz. No, I'm playing. I'm ready to hop into this video though, man. I hope everybody have a great day. So far, my day has been good. You know what I mean? So I hope you have a great day. Have a great weekend, bro. But let's hop into the video. Nip. He smacked the shit.
When it comes to being a rapper, it's more than
homie.
just saying that you're tough, as a certain snitch rapper proved recently. It's about being tough in the worst of situations and not being afraid to defend your honor and the honor of your crew. As a result, rappers have been known to get into major beefs with those who don't see things like they do, and sometimes a fist fight or two will break out and make some major headlines. So allow us to show you some of these iconic rapper fights. But first, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Do you want to win a brand new iPhone or a brand new MacBook Pro? Maybe you'd prefer a $500
Oh, okay, my fault.
Win. Let's get started. Number 7, Meek Mill in the game. Let's start off with a pair of rappers who have been in the game for quite a while and know how to make things happen, including apparently getting into a fist fight. On September 15th, 2016, The Game performed in Miami at a club. There, he called out Meek Mill publicly on stage to his fans, saying, "I just want to be on that for a good time. When you see me, square up. It don't gotta be about no guns, F Meek Mill." He then continued, "Meek Mill not snitching on me, I never heard of that." The whole thing was also captured on video. Yeah, that's pretty heavy. And for the next little bit, things seem to be going alright. However, that in and of itself didn't last too long, because it didn't take long for news to make rounds, and it all allegedly led to an altercation. According to TMZ,
you already know
police
Meek
claim
Mill
a
got the
Mustang
Twitter
convertible
fingers.
drove past the Fontainebleau Miami Beach Hotel and fired shots at a white Mercedes-Benz that is somehow connected to the game. The game's manager told TMZ that the Mercedes isn't owned by the rapper, but his crew's black Chevy SUV was right next to it. Meek Mill wasn't considered a suspect, but he was just called out on a public stage. So you have to wonder. Number 6, The Game versus 40 Glock. Oh, you thought we were not talking about The Game? That would be a big no, because he's had big beefs with other rappers in the past, including one with 40 Glock. These two had been beefing huge, and then one day he went and spotted 40 Glock and decided to film himself beating him up, with rather curious results, because it wasn't really that much of a fight, and you have to wonder if anyone really won anything here. It was honestly that bad and cringeworthy. Seriously, while some rappers are tough, some of them honestly don't know how to handle themselves in an actual fist fight. The irony though is that this beef was far from over, because later on 40 Glock found himself in a fight with one of the game's record label artists known as Black Wall Street. A few different clips of the fight leaked out, but none of them showed a clear winner, and of course both rappers claimed that they'd won the fight. What else are they gonna say, that they lost? Either way, these rappers really don't like each other, and that's not likely to change anytime soon. Number 5, Cardi B versus Jade. Hey, you didn't expect to see a queen of rap on here, did you? But it's true. She got into a tussle that landed her in court. The incident itself happened in the later part of 2018 when Cardi B and her crew went into a strip club. It was on a Saturday and around 3 a.m. And for what was unclear at the time, Cardi B got into an argument with a female bartender. More on that in a bit. This would later be revealed to be something much more than it appeared. But for now, let's be vague. The argument started out in a very basic fashion. Words and accusations being thrown around, voices getting louder and louder, the typical kind of thing. But then it started to get violent, to the extent that the bartender and another person was hurt. Chairs, bottles, and even pipes were thrown around, and chaos started to reign in the strip club. What might be considered an even worse offense, though, is that Cardi and her entourage fled the scene when the fight itself broke out, likely trying to avoid getting arrested, or possibly just trying to be safe. But after everything had calmed down and the police were called in, the bartenders who were hurt in the incident called out Cardi B as the person who started the endeavor and actually hurt the bartenders themselves. Naturally, the cops looked into the matter and tried to ascertain whether Cardi B was actually involved in the incident. At first, nothing was done to her. Eventually, though, Cardi B was given a summons to come to the police station for questioning. She happily complied, but right after that, she was charged with misdemeanor reckless endangerment and assault, which for the record is actually pretty significant crimes, despite them being misdemeanor offenses. And should something not have been done, she would go to court. As the court case went on, more and more details of the incident came out. The bartenders that Cardi B scrapped with at the strip club were Jade and Baddie G. Jade is the current girlfriend of rapper 6ix9ine, and Baddie G is her sister, which puts a whole other spin on this entire fight. Because according to sources, Cardi B went up to Jade and tried to get her to confess that she had an affair with her husband Offset. Despite the demands, Jade repeatedly denied the affair, which only got Cardi B more angry, and thus escalated the situation. It was at that point that Baddie G got involved in order to help out her sister. Then the fight happened, and chaos ensued. So yeah, Cardi really went after her because she thought she was sleeping with Offset, which is ironic because she's now trying to divorce Offset, which is not something that is to be praised there of the queen of rap. Ironically, the court case between the two kind of just fizzled out for one reason or another, which is fine because a rematch is definitely not gonna happen. Number 4.
Hey, I did not know that. That's crazy though. So Cardi B saw a chick that I guess she thought was having sex with Offset. It went up to her like, "Hey, you fucking my husband, bitch." Oh, that's crazy. All right, let's keep going.
Rick Ross and Young Jeezy. This one, oh yeah, it's a classic for sure. In 2012, the two rappers came across each other backstage at the BET Hip Hop Awards show, and tensions ran high. Funk Flex was the first person to get the word out about what was happening. According to him, it all started out as just a battle of words, and then some shoving came next, and after that, they moved to the parking lot to go and settle things. Now, here's where things get a little tricky, because according to Funk Flex, someone fired a gun, and he also claimed the police came in and arrested the person in question. But police said there were no shots fired, although Funk Flex reaffirmed there were gunshots, according to Daily Mail. There was also no injuries from the incident. Ross later opened up about what happened that day to 99 Jam.
On your Twitter.
Right.
You made light of it. But now it's like
Ricky Rose.
When we crossed paths, I said, "What's up?" As soon as he...
You ain't gonna let him? Alright, explain what happened.
What's up? I tried to choke him. You gotta understand, with me, it's nothing personal. I'm a hands-on type of dude. I'm better with my hands than I am at making music, so it's not personal. But if I see Young Jeezy again, will I try to choke him? I don't know. That's an option. If I see 50 Cent, is it personal? Not at all. But it's an option. That's not exactly the most simple of ways to put down rumors of a major brawl. But then again, it is Rick Ross, so nothing is subtle with him. Number 3, DaBaby and Cam Coldheart. DaBaby is a rapper who is honestly known for getting into various troubles with the law. He's had multiple incidents put against him, and some of them have just, well, ended bad for the other person. Such as the time when he went to a Louis Vuitton store, and during that time he found himself confronted by another rapper named Cam Coldheart. The two had an altercation that mostly happened off camera. Mainly after the incident, Coldheart was on the ground and trying to recover from the altercation happened. As for DaBaby, the worst of the incident...
Bro, alright, so it came out that whole thing was already fake. Like, everybody already knows that that's fake. My whole thing is, if you the other dude, Cam Coldheart, whatever his name is, why would you be okay with even faking like you got beat up? I wouldn't do that shit for no clout. I'm like, nah, nigga.
Apparently an arm injury, one that he happily showed off at the house show, and cited all sorts of things about the altercation in a song to the crowd, as well as making posts on Instagram highlighting things about the incident. Police harassing me, searching my cars, squeezing on my little hurt hand, and he wrote, as for the quote song he did for the crowd, I thank God for letting me go off on that till my hand broke. It gave me an excuse to use this headset microphone, he joked. Now there is still some not so clear details as to what happened, but the fact that DaBaby was willing to brag about his fight shows a bit of a darker side to the rapper, one that has led to other incidents that he somehow got free of legally. Number 2, 50 Cent and Ja Rule. There are a lot of rap beefs in the world, but few are as personal and vindictive as 50 Cent and Ja Rule.
I feel like they still don't fuck with each other to this day.
And ghetto celebrities, we keep it real. You know what I'm saying? We try to keep it authentic. Now let's get down with a little controversy right now. What's up with this 50 Cent?
Alright, it's simple and plain. You know, the Nick, he's on my dick.
So much so that their beef has spanned literally decades, brought in other famous rappers like Eminem to take sides, and even psychological warfare. But the reason this beef makes it on this list is that after 50 Cent repeatedly mocked Ja Rule and his crew on his tracks, they apparently tried to end him. Literally, he was stabbed in one case and fired upon 9 times in another. He obviously survived both times, but it was still something rather insane. Plus, the guys who were accused of the attacks, who were apparently a part of Ja Rule's
I didn't know it went that crazy.
They all walked away because the attacks couldn't be proven in court. These two are still going at it in 2020, and it likely won't end until they're gone. Number 1, Chris Brown and Drake. Yeah, you knew this was
No,
number
this
one,
is
didn't
over,
you?
bro.
Because it's one of, if
They
not
ain't got
the
issues no
most
more.
famous of rapper fights ever. Because Chris Brown had a very abusive relationship with Rihanna. But after that ended and many rose up to support Rihanna, Drake had gotten very close with her. There were also rumors that he was close with Chris Brown's new girlfriend, Karrueche Tran. After a heated exchange through media, the two met at a nightclub, and Drake tried to send a peace offering to Brown. He rejected it with a note that said a not so nice thing about Rihanna, and the fight was on. Not just between them, but their entourages. Brown's bodyguard had terrible head injuries from his head splitting open. Tran and 5 bystanders were also cut by the glass that was flying around. I was sitting right next to Chris Brown after he sent Drake the bottle. His entourage approached him and they exchanged FUs. Ingrid Gutierrez told Daily News. Chris told them to bounce, and all of a sudden someone tries to swing at Chris and Mills, and a lot of other guys in Drake's entourage start throwing bottles at our table. While no one was seriously hurt, it was still a big brawl. Though Drake and Chris Brown apparently made up in 2014 for whatever that's worth. And there you have it, a look at the very
Great video from the homie. Shout out to the gang. Thank you guys so much for requesting it. The Drake and Chris Brown, yes, it was big back in the day, but they've been squashed that. Everything is cool. Some of these on here on this list, that was insane. I didn't know that 50 had the shooters pull up on Ja Rule. He said, Ja Rule, nigga, it's over. That's crazy. Nah, great video though, man. Shout out to the gang. Everybody have a great day. Have a great weekend. Remember, you only have one life to live. So live this bitch up, bro. Stop wasting it by beating off all day, every day, and playing video games. You can do that every now and then. But don't make that like something that you do every single day. Like, nah, trust me, bro. That ain't the way to live. Trust me. But anyway, shout out to the gang. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. Peace.